now entering the Vortex.
What is up, everyone out there in the internet?
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to episode 2, Voices from the Vortex.
A second episode? That's amazing. When
I
did
know.
we do this?
I'm Taylor,
I'm Matt.
and we are going to chat.
We are going to chat because I'll tell you what, you're going to hear this, and the next time you hear one should be when there's a Doctor Who episode to
Right.
be talked about.
Yeah, so the Doctor Who episode is coming up. It's in from the time we're recording this, it's about 5 days. Time you're hearing it, it is 1 day, so it'll be the day before.
See, that's exciting. Oh, man, this is going to be fun.
I know, it's really, it's getting down to the wire here, and they have been putting out a lot of stuff.
Oh my, have they ever.
I feel like they've never done this before. I'm like, another clip? And then, like, I'll be on the internet, I'm like, another one? You know, like, they might as well just put out the whole episode or something.
Well, you kind of wish they would.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're going to be giving us, like, the first 20 minutes, and you're going to be like, no!
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to watch it, but it's here. I have to. You know.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting, actually, because, you have the ability to kind of catch up, like, and see stuff that's going to be going on, and these clips have been really good.
Yeah, they have. We're going to talk about those. We'll also talk about, there is a trailer for the episode, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Yeah. It's good. And, was there something else?
The clips, the trailer, and... Oh, I have something kind of fun to talk about, but I'll do that at the very end. It's a secret.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, well, let's talk about the clips. The prequel. That's the thing. It just came to me.
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about the prequel, and we'll get to that too. First thing.
Oh my god.
I know, so many things.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to talk about
Serious
these.
face.
Yeah. We're going to talk about these clips. The first one, we won't go in order because I don't remember the order, but the first one I remember is there's one where they're on a motorcycle. It's not a very long. It's not a very long clip. It's the Doctor and Clara, and they're on a motorcycle, and she says, "Oh, you know, if you have a TARDIS, why are we on the motorcycle?" And he's like, "Well, I don't like to take the TARDIS out into battle." She's like, "Why? Because it's made of wood?" And he's like, "No, because it's, you know, one of the most powerful ships. I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands or whatever." So
Right.
there's that. Only really interesting thing about that is that, like, sort of a foreshadowing, you know, is the TARDIS is, you know, Moffat likes to hint at things. Is that a line that might hint at something that's going to happen to the TARDIS? You know, we don't know, but something to think about.
Well, and knowing that there is a episode later on coming up that's called Journey to the Center of the TARDIS that specifically deals with mercenaries in the TARDIS, that might be something that might be a very, like, foreshadowing kind of statement.
Yeah, that episode sounds really cool. I can't wait till we get to that one. That one's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The second trailer is it's him. He's, like, sitting outside her house with the TARDIS. He's just, like, hanging out there. And she wakes up and, like, sticks her head out the window. She's like, "Hi." And it's kind of a weird interchange between the two of them. It's like, "Hi, hello." Mm-hmm. And she's like, "What happened?" So it's like she doesn't remember something that happened. Mm-hmm. She's like, "I'm in bed," you know, like she doesn't know how she got in bed. It's just kind of a really strange thing there. And he talks about all this stuff that he did for her while she was asleep.
And I put together the what was it, the quadricycle?
Yeah.
in your dad's garage. There is no quadricycle. I invented the quadricycle.
That's so great. I love that. He realizes it's like, oh, I'm the person who invents it, you know. I love that.
Maybe, because he does so much stuff out of order.
Yeah.
I loved that clip.
I know.
That was such a great clip. The exchange, too, she's her out the window while he's in the yard is very similar to when Amy woke up and saw him in the yard.
Right.
Except instead of going down to meet him, Jenna Louise Coleman, Clara stays up there.
Yeah. It's also interesting, too, in The Snowman, where she's at the window, that little exchange they have, and he's down by the pond. So there's kind of there's kind of a mirroring there. It's kind of cool. The other fun thing is he says Nina called, and she's staying over at whoever's house. Don't worry, all this stuff, and that's interesting because in Asylum of the Daleks, Oswin calls Rory Nina. Or she says, I used to have a boyfriend named Rory. Actually, she was called Nina. I was going through a phase. So then she starts calling him Nina, for a while. So that's kind of a really interesting thing there. Okay, there's something with Nina there, but she's also got a friend named Nina. Is there some kind of... Are they the same person?
Look at all the parallels,
Yeah. It's are they the same person? Are they... Is it just coincidence or what?
The big question is if one of them is real, which one is it? Is the present day Clara the real one, and the others were signals, traps, trying to get the Doctor to her? Or are all three of them real? Is something about it, are all three of them somehow real? So it's I'm going to be really interested to see how that plays out.
Oh yeah, I mean it's I can't even think. I really can't even think about what the answer could be. It's that good of a plot device and a story. They've set this up. It's something I've never seen before. Oh, there's a character who's similar to another character that he met. That's something I've never really seen before. And so it's I really have no idea what it could be,
Yeah, Moffat's really playing the long game, and he's doing a good job. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
Me too. There's lots of theories out there.
I like not knowing. Yeah,
but all of them, I'm I don't know. I read them and I go,
right.
That's. I'm
sure.
I'm sure it's none of them.
I went through this with the first season, with the Big Bang, because by halfway through the season, I started figuring some things out of Matt Smith's first season. Clear, obviously with the Russell T Davies stuff, that stuff was very obvious because he was kind of throwing it at you. But with Moffat, it's all secrets, and I kind of figured out the first part in season 5, and then I kind of figured out what was going on in season 6. So it's nice having no clue what's really happening.
Yeah, it's
nice being completely incapable of figuring it out.
That's what I love about these shows is you have no clue what's going on, and then when you figure it out, if you go back and watch it, it's a whole new experience. It's not.
It is.
It's because you see the little things this time around, and you're like, oh, that's what that was, So, let's see. There's another clip, and this one is actually pretty funny. The Doctor is at her door. And for some reason, he's dressed like a monk. We're not too sure why. He's dressed like a monk. His hair is kind of all down. And I don't know if maybe this was just the way he was acting. It sounded like he had a cold too. So the way he was speaking.
A little. Yeah. A little nasally.
But maybe that was just the way he was playing that scene. But he finds her, and she says Doctor Who. And he's like, ooh, say that again.
Doctor Who. Ooh, say it again. Doctor Who. Never realized how much I loved hearing that.
Yeah. And she's like, she's like, okay. And then okay, bye. And she closes the door. And he's like, no, wait. And that's the whole clip. But that's really interesting, too. So we're not sure yet how he finds her. But
and what's interesting is because that exchange, he realizes now that the ultimate, what the question is that needs to be answered, and he realizes, now how important it is that question exists. So what's interesting to me is that now is it's like an acknowledgement, like a nod to it, saying, "Oh yeah, I really do like that this is a mystery."
Well, yeah, and the whole thing is like we don't know how he finds her yet. So it's like here, it's like he knows it's her, but she, for some reason, she doesn't know who he is. And then in the other one, it's like she kind of knows. It sounds like she knows who he is, but she doesn't know why she was in bed. And
that might be from the end of the adventure.
Maybe near the end or somewhere near the middle. And then I think the other part's in the beginning. And then there's the part which in the trailer, which we'll talk about, where it looks like he's meeting her again. It's kind of a weird. I'm really excited to see this episode because these clips have kind of given me really weird, out of order things.
It'll be really interesting to see the context put to this and how he meets her. That's what I'm really excited about in the story is context. I want to see why it is and how it is that it all comes together. I'm really excited for this episode.
Yeah. I guess now we can go ahead and talk about the prequel. It's just called...
Oh, my.
Yeah. It's just called a prequel, which is a little disappointing that they didn't give it a name or anything, It just makes it harder to find,
All right, fair enough.
But anyway, or if you're referencing it, you always have to say, the prequel for The Bells of St. John, which is a long title. But anyway...
That's a very long title.
It's the doctor, and he's sitting on a swing. He's looking all sad.
Mm-hmm.
A little girl comes up, and she's like, why are you... you shouldn't be on the swings. Why? You're old. And then, like, are you lonely? He's like, why should I be lonely? Oh, you look sad, and all this stuff. And he just talks about how he lost his friend, and he can't find her, and he's lost her twice, and then... It's not even that, like... It's just an okay scene. Yeah.
When you're first watching it. It's just sort of like okay, so he's having a conversation with the kid. That's cute. Yes, the doctor would do that. And I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Which then, at the very end, she says, okay, well, bye. I hope you find her. And he's like, yeah, thanks. Mm-hmm. And then she goes over to her mom, and she's like, I was just talking to a sad man, and she says, Clara Oswald, what have I told you about talking to strange men and all this stuff? And you're like, what?
Right.
Yeah. So that's the thing there, is, so that's how he technically meets her for the third time, but this version of her.
Right.
And he doesn't know it.
Well, and that seems to be his thing. That's how we met Amy, remember, when she was a kid.
Yeah, there's that. There's a lot of parallels to that. I think the interesting thing here is he talks about, I just figured if I'd wander around for a bit, maybe I'd run into her again, like Destiny or whatever.
Yeah.
And she says, that's rubbish.
And it was.
And then it was. I mean, that was her right there. So, so that is really interesting because it's like something's drawing them together. There's a reason that they keep meeting, and he doesn't really have to even try. She's gonna pop up, and she does as a little kid, just kind of as a really just a tease to him. And then he'll meet her later, right. I'm sure. But yeah. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It was
a great prequel. I mean, it really gets you... I mean, if you weren't already excited for the episode, it really kind of gives that extra little bit.
Which, if you're not, what's wrong with you?
Why are you listening to this podcast?
Exactly.
I'm not entirely sure what you're doing now.
What you're doing, yeah. So... yeah. So, now it's time for... Oh my god, that promo! Oh, man. Okay.
We haven't had one of those in a while.
No, we haven't. Because this is actually the newest episode coming up. And they actually give us... sometimes if it's like the first episode, they don't really give you a promo.
Right.
It's usually after the episode. So it's like... They didn't give us...
soon stuff, yeah.
Which they did... Yeah, they gave us the coming soon stuff after the Christmas one. They didn't give us one for this. So then they decided, let's put this out.
It was nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. It gives us even more clips of the episode.
More clips of her holding the freaking cup.
Of the cup. There's the other one that I was talking about is in the trailer. There's a part where he's like you, or he's like you, me, and the TARDIS now. And she's like, I'm sorry. So it's like he's just meeting her right there. Mm-hmm. So that's where it confuses me, because it's like, is he just meeting her there, or is he just meeting her at the door like a monk? You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Maybe
so
he's meeting her in different years. Maybe this is a span of her life.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah. Would be like a girl in the fireplace type.
Right. Maybe he can, because like he always says, you land your TARDIS, you're a part of events. So maybe he lands and he meets her, but it doesn't go according to plan. So he's like, dang it. So he has to travel through time again, and he meets her, 2 years later, or a year later, or 6 months later, or whatever it is, and he meets her again. And then he just keeps doing that.
Yeah, that would be good. And there's also just some new clips of just some action and stuff. There seems to be a lady in this one who's she seems like she's going to kind of be the bad guy, or at least the vehicle for the bad guy to use. You know what I mean? There's usually like a person who's like, oh, they said they'd give me everything if I helped them.
She seems a little more to me like what's her face from season 4, the very beginning, the nanny.
Oh yeah, yes.
Of the adipose.
Yeah, the adipose. Miss Foster.
Miss Foster.
I remember that because she was the foster mother.
Right. Well, that was the joke, and then obviously Matt, you forgot it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, so you get a little more about the plot in this one. We know there's something about the Wi-Fi, but I guess they're harvesting mines, and they're coming for you, Clara. He says. So that's like,
no.
Why are they coming for her? Specifically, right. What's she got? What's so important about her, huh? Something.
Maybe she's the doctor's daughter. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, man, that would be... People would be... I think there'd be a split there. There'd be people who would be overjoyed, and then there would be people who would be like, no.
Well, and considering he made out with her in an episode, I'm going to go with no.
Yeah.
She's not.
But I'm going to go with no.
You never know. I mean, hey, it could be her.
A different version of her now. Come on, this is...
Still his daughter. Whoa there.
She's just regenerating into the same face every time. She's like, I like this face.
Yeah, why can't a Time Lord do that? Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Damn Time Lord rules.
Well, that's all I can think of. I did have one other thing that was very exciting to me when I saw it. I got my Entertainment Weekly this week, and it's all about Doctor Who. All about the 50th anniversary and kind of teasing. There wasn't a lot of anything that we haven't already heard, except this one thing that I saw. There's this little sidebar, and it's talking about sort of teases what the villains are going to be this season, and there's there's the thing about the Wi-Fi, and then there's a little blurb about the Ice Warrior. I guess there's only one Ice Warrior. It's not like the Ice Warriors are coming back. I guess there's one, and they're trapped on a submarine with him. Uh-oh, yeah. And then whatever the thing is from the second episode, the thing that's trapped in the glass cube, it's pounding on the glass. He says,
"Cube man."
No. Yeah, they ask what it is, and he says, "Oh, it's a scary monster. That's all you're getting from me." So we don't know what that is. But But
Nice.
the thing that's exciting to me is this thing about the Cybermen. It says, while the Doctor's second most metallic foes, the Cybermen, will appear this season, the Daleks, or Moffat is cagier about whether the Daleks will also return. Wait and see is all he will say. So, the Daleks might be coming back, which I think would be great. I mean, it starts with the Daleks. It'd be cool if the Daleks came back near the end. I think that would be great.
Right.
If they were part of this whole thing, if they turned out to be part of this whole,
It was really them all along. Again. No.
Again. Which, I mean, I would be fine with that, Me too. It would be cliche, but it would be... I wouldn't expect it because a little bit, because Moffat doesn't really seem to favor the Daleks as much. He doesn't use them as often.
That's what he said right away, remember? He wanted them to be a constant threat in the universe. There's something in the back of your mind. You're always thinking, could the Daleks be here? Where are they? What are they doing?
Right. So, if he says wait and see, he could have said, no Daleks this season. It's like, we had him already.
Well, and he might be teasing you.
He might be teasing,
but
I
going,
hope to God, I hope to God some Daleks come back. I think that would be amazing.
Well, listen, I've got something pretty cool that I want to share. You ready?
Okay, go. Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, by the time you're reading this, it'll actually be the date that you can start playing with it. But BBC Worldwide has announced a new partnership with Sony to bring Doctor Who to fans who have PlayStation Home. Services will be provided through Loot Entertainment. It is basically kind of like, if you've got PlayStation, you know what I'm talking about, hopefully. The PlayStation Home is just sort of this interactive IMVU type world where you can go and see your trophies and achievements and stuff, but you can create different skins and different homes to it, and they're going to be offering where you can look like the Doctor, the current Doctor, but in his classic tweed jacket and bow tie. You could have River Song's, I guess her burglar cat suit is what it looks like. You could have a Silence, or a Silurian, or a Cybermat, are all parts of the things that you could have, like skins to put on your character, as well as the home is inside the TARDIS.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep. I saw that and I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. I've got PlayStation Home. I'm doing that. Now, it's available March 27th, so likely today, as you're all listening to this. No, wait, what is today? 25th. This is Monday. Oh, it's 28th. So yesterday. You see, I do it all in my head, folks. So good at math. But yeah, so I'm really excited for that. If anyone else out there has PlayStation, get it, enjoy it, have fun with it.
That is awesome. That sounds really cool. I never got to play. I never got to play the video game that came out.
It was so good.
The Eternity Clock. Was it good?
Yeah, it was. It was really good. I enjoyed it. It's like those old adventure games like King's Quest and Space Quest, except, with the Doctor.
The Doctor, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, cool. Well, that's all I can think of.
Yeah, hey guys, thanks for coming back and hearing apparently episode 2. We're on a roll here.
Yeah, we are. We're doing really well.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoy the new episode. The Bells of St. John is tomorrow, so
yeah,
awesome. Yeah,
awesome sauce.
That is so good.
Yeah, we'll be watching it too, and we're going to be recording and talking about it, so you'll hear us again next week.
Yep. Same Vortex time. Same Vortex channel.
Ah, yes. Hey, from the Vortex, this is Matt.
And this is Taylor. We'll see you later.
So long.